In life, you're going to learn that as you get older, you don't need a holiday to make a certain kind of meal to enjoy. You can make your own coffee at home. You can make your own shrimp and grits and add as much shrimp as you want, as much bacon as you want, and prepare your meal the way you want to without having to spend $20, $30 plus tax and tip. Stay home so we can get back to somewhat normal. Make your own brunch and enjoy it the way you want it. I don't normally make grits, and it's not something that I eat, but I saw someone's post and I want grits with shrimp and bacon. I'm still stirring it because the suggestion was to keep stirring it. I used to just let it sit and wonder why it would clump up, but and you wonder why I don't make that much or hardly make it. But a small little bowl, probably this size, will cost you like $5, right? So you can make it at home, right? And he had it somewhat thick. I'm making the shrimp in the bacon grease because that's what was suggested. I'm just reheating it because these shrimps were already cooked. All right. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the knob off, right? And they suggested that you add pepper. This is my first time making it, y'all. And salt, okay? Keep in mind that most of the stuff that I use is from Aldi's, because again, a lot of the stuff that I have was donated. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the little bit of sharp cheddar that I have. All right, I'm gonna put in this cheddar, and the recommended was a cup. Now there is something about Busboys and Poets cheese and grits that I really like. I don't know what kind of cheese they use, and I've tried to look it up on the internet, but I couldn't find it. Then I'm gonna do 3 tablespoons of butter. Now y'all wonder why I don't eat this stuff. This stuff will go to your heart, for real. And because I didn't have much of the sharp cheddar, and I noticed that in the consistency when it came up, it's supposed to be a little sticky. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the Mexican style cheese that I have left over. I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. Give it a little toss. I'm hoping that this tastes good because, like I said, I've never done this before. And doing it in a small little burner is not the same as doing it on a stove. Although I can make it taste just as good. I'm gonna take out the remainder of the bacon and put it in this plate. All right, folks, so I'm pretty much done with the consistency of this grits. I'm very happy. Sorry I'm not showing myself, but I don't feel like getting dressed or combing my hair for that matter. All right. So here's the grits. And I saw that they cut up the bacon. So let me go ahead and move this just a little bit up so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna be all fancy with it because I don't feel like cutting it up with my hands. So I'm gonna use the scissor. I'll eat that. So y'all know me. I'm all about presentation. I'm actually excited. I've never ever done this. This is what I call heart attack food. I just want the crunchy parts in there. Alright. And then I'm going to take the shrimp. And I'm going to pour it on top. Then I'm going to take some chives because that's what it said to do. And boom, there you go. Shrimp and grits. Have it your way. You know I'm all about presentation. And actually, I'm going to take some more bacon. I'm very excited. Never done this before. And there you have it. Shrimp and grits. With my shrimp and grits, I made some salted caramel coffee. And people always ask me, how do you make your coffee? How do you make a coffee? Well, I use a Keurig, skinny syrup, take some skinny syrup, put it in my coffee, give it a little stir. Perfect. All right. So there you have it. My shrimp and grits and my black coffee. I could have had a mimosa, but I have a headache. Didn't sleep very well. And there you have it. So I was going to sit down. Welcome to Real's Kitchen. I was going to sit down and enjoy this beautiful coffee. Caramel, salted caramel. With salted caramel skinny syrup. And for the first time, y'all, I made shrimp and grits. I have to admit that I would love a mimosa right now. I used the leftover shrimps, and I did look in my pantry to see if I had any grits, and I did. I have to admit, I could have put more cheese in it, but I didn't have much, so I used whatever I had. A mixture of Mexican style mixed cheese and sharp cheddar. And while the consistency is not that cheesy, I must admit that this is much better than Busboys and Poets. I love this grits. And while it's not something that I will eat every single day, today was a very emotional day. For most people, it's Valentine's Day, right? But for me, it's a day to remember a woman that was very close to my heart. And this woman didn't make me realize how much I loved her until I was much older. And the reason why I'm talking to you while I'm eating this is because I want to enjoy it. And I notice that when I have a conversation, you enjoy your food and you taste it more. This woman was my grandmother, and I loved her to pieces. And on February 14th, 9 years ago, I was gonna say I had the privilege of watching her fall asleep peacefully and in good standing, faithful. And that meant a lot to me because I made her a promise. I made her a promise that I would try my best to see her in paradise. And having good food like this reminds me of the times when I used to share with her. She used to eat a lot of grits and oatmeal and drink a lot of coffee. But today's lesson really taught me that the resurrection is very, very much real, and that we should never give up hope on it, because if not, Jesus' sacrifice would not be worth nothing. So I'm grateful that I still have that hope of being able to see her again and sharing all these beautiful recipes and things that I post, that I share with other people, because I know I'm not the only one that's lost family members in death, especially those who you really, really, really do care about, that really, really meant something to you. So I wanted to share that with you. I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and finish eating this and drinking my coffee. And I appreciate you joining me this early afternoon on an icy cold 20-something degree weather day. Be grateful for what you have, because you never know when it would be taken away from you. My food for thought. Y'all have a good day.